Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new live. It's been quite a while since my last one, as I had to go to Spain and so on. Now, let me check that everything is working here. I'm going to check in my um, phone that it is going well, just to be sure, because it's been for a while since I use it, and the computer is not working the best. So I hope it comes out. Yes, it will come. Is see. Okay, I'm live and it seems that it's working. Okay, it seems that it's working. So I'm here with a new live. We are going to be painting some miniatures, but first I will share with you what I've been painting. So I will disconnect this camera and we are going to start a live. And let me explain what I've been painting basically today. The first day I'm really painting since I'm back. So this is something that I finalized just before going on holidays, and it was holidays, and as well I had to do some personal stuff in Spain. So you can see it's one of the zombies of the exile death. Here another zombie. I went for different skin tones, and I think it's lagging my computer today. It's not good. I don't know what happened with my computer today. I think it's putting some updates. Let me know if it's arriving correctly. This is the leader of the unit. I went for this skin tone on the clothes he's wearing, and then yeah, he's wearing like a mask of death. So I went for all these tonalities. Yeah, we have I want. I just finalized them all. Okay, the last one I need to paint. I need to do the second layer on the rim. The last one was this one. Really, really interesting one. I really enjoyed. I like the woman. I went also for blue eyes, like if the electricity or yeah, it's used sweeping through the eyes. Well, this one here, I like it quite a lot. Quite happy with the result. Now we are going to be painting. Just let me do the rim of this. I'm going to be painting now some stone eternals and maybe some more undeath. But here is mainly the base that I need to start preparing the miniature. I just want to have to be here on camera just to let you know that I'm back. I hope I will be able to keep making my videos in a more regular basis again. I just did some videos before leaving. These are the ones that I was putting in my channel during the weeks I was out. And now I'm expecting to be more active. I also hope to be able to play more Warhammer Underworld games and to bring more of these battle reports to the channel. Okay, and I have now this warband ready for a showcase. And yeah, I'm really wanting to paint this lady on the camera. It will be for another day. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to work a little bit on the base of this guy. We are going to play with the dry brushing, and you will see how this pops up. And yeah, I'm going to use different grays first, the base, and for this dry brushing, I'm going to use one of my big brushes. So this is This was green stuff. The stones, these stones are done in green stuff with one of the green stuff wall rolls. And what you do now is the column is part of the miniature. What I'm doing now is I'm just dry brushing to make the detail pop up. Okay. And then we are going to play with some washes and paint the different details on the miniature. Okay. We'll do like that. Now we go for a lighter gray. I have to say these miniatures from the Course City are really nice miniatures. I'm enjoying a lot painting them. And I'm happy with my progress. Maybe I will not be able to finish all the starter set, all the miniatures this August, but I think the progress is quite good. And I want also to bring again Blackstone Fortress and maybe Core City once it's painted to the channel. I want to bring again Warhammer Quest because I think it's quite a nice game, quite interesting. At least this one I still need to test it, but I want to test it with all the miniatures painted. But if it looks the same mechanics as the Blackstone Fortress, and I really like it. So now I'm taking Rackar Flash. Okay, and this one will make it. Even more. You can see it's quite. I'm not drying the brush too much. I don't like to have this chalky finishing on the rocks. I think makes sense. Okay. And if you're passing by this live show and you have any question, don't be shy. Don't hesitate and make the question. I know what you know what I miss. I miss to put the music. So normally, yeah. Let's see if it's working because the computer is not today is not in the best moment, and it's okay. Let's see if it's coming or I'm just completely blocking the computer. Yeah. Yeah. I think I will need to purchase soon a new computer. Let's make I need to solve here. Here. Now we're going to paint. It seems that now we can put this on. The music the music should come. And maybe the music will come. Let's see. because I don't see this reacting. No, it's the music is coming. So we're going to paint all these roots here. When I'm painting this type of miniatures, I like to start from the base. I do the base, and then after that, I will do the miniature. Normally, I do this. And I was doing this to do the base first because at the beginning I did not have too much passion for the bases. So if I was leaving the base for the last part, yeah, then the miniature can be without base for a while. So that way I know that the base is done. Now I like the base as well, especially when it's like this one that is quite elaborated. I like also to spend time on the base. It's not the same, but anyways, I like to start from the base. This is where I use sometimes some of the dirty techniques, and I want to avoid to dirten the rest of the music. I wanted to start earlier today the live, but the computer was not starting up. So I'm going to be here a little bit, then I will go to bed because it's quite late. But I just wanted to launch the live to let you know that I'm back, to give a little bit of channel update. So I'm planning to record more, to tape more of the games that will go on Warhammer Underworlds. I think the people like it quite a lot, and I enjoyed making them. I will try to see if I can play again Warhammer 40,000. Need to keep the Crusade campaign. I will keep doing the unboxings. Yeah, I'm hesitating if I will go into Warcry 2.0 or Alice. Because now I have Warcry 1.0, a closed game that I can play with my kids, and that's all, right? I don't need to invest more, so I have a game with a lot of options that I don't need to invest more money. So I can dedicate to other games or focus more. I don't know, so I'm thinking to maybe not to go into Warcry 2.0. If I go just with the rulebook, but it's a pity because you have to throw away a lot of material. Like you don't throw it away, but there's a lot of material that is useless. I'm also hesitating about Kill Team, the new box that is coming. And I have too many open fronts. I think I'm too much involved in too many games. So I think I need to focus in some games and stop other games. So and Warcry I played quite Warcry no, sorry Warhammer Underworlds I played quite on a regular basis. This is a game that I'm enjoying quite a lot. So I want to keep my. And it's a game that is not as demanding as others in terms of investment and money. It's not as cheap as when we started. And the problem is this happening with all the games, right? They become more and more expensive. So meaning that at the end I need to reduce in how many games I want to be in. Or how much money I want to dedicate to each game. Let's take Swimming School. So this is why in Warcry, what I'm doing, not Warcry, I mean, well, Warcry as well, and in Kill Team, I'm just looking for in the second-hand market to get some of the books, and I'm trying to go cheap. By the way, I need to share another book that I bought. I bought the last book of Kill Team, not the box, just the book. To be fair, I can play the cultist without buying the miniatures. I have my Renegade card, where I have a lot of the options they are sharing them. Here we have. We need to wait that the base dries, so we can start doing maybe some of the bones. Right. I would use the same Screaming School. Here I had to glue the hand. Wearing rings, it seems. I really like this skeleton. This is the boss of the watch of the city. I think I have some like this type patch. Bones. So I will keep doing as well the weekly painting. I need to prepare something for this Monday. And then I have to take in mind that this year I will be moving to a different house. So I will have another interruption, more likely during the fall, end of the fall, end of the autumn, because I will be moving to another house here in Belgium. Let's see who. Hi, Nick. What material to make banners? Hmm. I use two materials for banners. One is I use in the past um, the aluminum from the cans. This is quite rigid, but it's quite easy to manipulate. And the other thing I use is green stuff with flour. So and then I use the tool to make the dough for the cakes or the bread to make it very flat. And with that, I did the banners. I did the banners of some of my. I have a tutorial how to do a banner with green stuff in my channel. The only watch out if you do banner with green stuff is that do it in a way that is a little bit protected because it can become a little bit fragile over time. This guy will need to be to check if I can take it out. I don't think I can take it. This guy is going to be a problem to paint. I cannot reach well the back. So, but green stuff with flour, I think it's the best. It's the you have to give the shape. You have to wait that it dries, and then these are the two options I have. But at the beginning, I did them on paper, but I will not recommend that. But the other option is to use plastic card, and then you use heat to shape it. But I never use this technique. I have seen some people doing that, but I never use it myself. So if I have to recommend one myself, is with green stuff and mixed with flour. You make like a very flat blanket. Then you turn it around the banner, you shape it, and you leave it resting in a position that because it will need some hours to dry. So you will need. What I normally do is if I want to give the shape, I use pencils or brushes or something to keep the shape of the waving shape. I mix it with yeah. This can be another option as well. But in the past, I used the aluminum from a soda can. It's quite rigid, but it's also working. The only tricky part is to paint it. Because the soda can have some um, lacquers to protect the drink, sorry, the beverage, and it's making the paint not to stay very easily on the aluminum. But the only thing is it can be you have to take a very thin can to do that. And it's less fragile than the green stuff, but it's more difficult to shape it. But yeah, now I'm using more the green stuff mixed with flour to do this type of thing. I have a video in my channel called I think making banners of green stuff or something like that. It should be if you don't find it, I can look the link for you. Let me just see if I'm not blocking my. Let me see if this is working. Then I can put the link here. I hope it's not creating problems. Okay. This should be the video I was talking about. So I hope this is helping you. It's quite an old one, but in my case, I'm still using it. Yeah, it's like preparing the dough for a cake. You have to use the flour to give strength to the green stuff, and I forgot and to avoid that the green stuff getting getting stuck or sticking to everything. What is the heck? Do this? Yeah, I mess up. This is the heck. This is here. Okay, I'm messing up. I need to wait this nice. Here we have the same at the back. Yeah, I had to learn how to do because when I was doing my Bretonian army, a lot of the pendants that goes on the lances, um, I had to do them on paper at the end. I had too many, and because during the first meters they did not have the pendant on the lantern. You have to do it with paper. In the latest version, they put it in plastic directly, and you didn't have to make them. So my first banners were made of paper, and very fast I changed to the aluminium, and later on I changed to the green stuff with flour. So you have the all. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you like my Bretonians. So you have the all metal Ikit claw. one of the miniatures I'm missing in my Skaven collection. I'm just putting the white because I don't want to forget later on this hair because it doesn't color the armor. Although it's not perfect because the silver was not completely dry, I prefer to. Yeah, when you're doing Skaven, anything is a good is a good moment to do a break from painting flat runs. Land rat, sorry. I know what is painting a Skaven army, and you need a break from time to time, painting the same type of rats. I shouldn't have glued him on the base. I know it's too late. And it's going to be a pain in the butt to paint the butt of this guy. And the problem is that this is visible, right? So you have to do something. Okay, but that into. Open the question. You're wearing clothes at the back, and that is you wearing. Reflected belt and clothes. So the brush I'm using, and I'm quite happy with it, was bought in Wish, and I paid €1 plus €1 to send them to me for 5 or 6 brushes. And I have to say, I'm surprised because it's working quite well. Of course, does not have, it's not taking out of paint, but it's not bending and it's keeping the shape. So for a cheap brush like this one, I'm quite surprised. How nicely it's working. Oh, and the paint I'm using now is ball gun metal. It's quite an old paint. It's quite similar to lead belcher. Again, if you have this mirror, don't do the mistake I did, and don't glue it together. Keep it separated. There are parts that are difficult to reach, almost impossible when it's assembled, but they're going to be a little bit visible. I agree, if it's not visible, you should not spend time painting. But sometimes there are parts that are visible and not easy to reach. So then, as I said, I hope to go back to my normal rhythm and to be able to pull more videos and do live at least once a week as I was doing before. Sometimes I'm thinking to do live twice a week, but it's not easy. Maybe when I'm in the new house, we are thinking to have a special room for me for the hobby, painting, and so on. That will be as well the office. And this is working at the end. Okay. We're almost done with all the metallics. Now I want to do the clothes that I will do in red. I'm thinking to use the contrast directly. And this is going to be super tricky. Quite complicated to do that. and it's quite a thin brush, but it's not. Cannot reach some of the parts. So I can go through. So I can go. There. Still thinking how we will reach this part. See if I can reach some on this side. Almost. Well, there we go. Of course, I end up just like this. Now it seems that I managed to reach on the inside of the cave. These flesh tears from the Spain, flesh tears red. It's really very nice. But no one changed into the rice to USA. No, it's wouldn't seem much easier. Some white spots. Yeah. Yeah, to do piece of clothes that could do the damage. Avoid to dirt on the armor. ones that are going to be completed today. And the red is done, I think. And I think everything like here, as I said, I started very late because I was fighting with the computer to start it up. I just wanted to connect to share a little bit what is going to be next. Okay. I hope to be able to finalize this painting all the core city at least in September. And once I have it painted, I think I will start a solo campaign. So that's all. That's all for now. I'm quite tired. It's quite late. It's almost 2:30 here in the night. No, it's 2:20. And I want to go to bed. So just let me put back my camera to say goodbye. So I just want to thank Nick for passing by. And anyone that, if you see this later on, don't hesitate. You can drop the questions that you like it to me to cover. And if you have any idea that you would like me to cover in the weekly painting as well, new ideas are welcome. I'm just putting some water on my wet palette before covering it to be sure that it gets moistured. And yeah, thanks a lot for all your support. Thanks a lot. And yeah, just if you say goodbye, yes, if you pass by my videos, please leave a comment. Any interaction is very welcome and it helps the channel to grow. So that's all for today. I hope it's been short, but I hope you have enjoyed. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.